consciously disregards the needs of reasonable care, thus leading to the foreseeable grave injury or harm to other persons. He's filing that because he's citing that Siobhan knew that there was a threat against at least herself or maybe the council. And yeah, and then general corruption because, you know, it's obvious. So the act that is referring to is the FU Act. I have not.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. It's the no worries.
Wait, that's what it's called?
It's called the FU
Can we see
Act.
that somewhere or no?
No, it's currently on the docket. It says internal unaltered council document redacted pending judicial review.
Okay.
I begged Murphy to send it to me last night, but he wouldn't. What I got out of it is the entire thing is a go fuck yourself felons. Like it takes away like every right of felons.
In what way?
That I don't know. I haven't read it, but he indicated, Murphy probably knows better than me, but he indicated that a lot of that legislation was that potential legislation would like basically stop felons from doing a lot of stuff. He mentioned cutting off their hands and shit like that. Like it was insane level of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, what happened to these two?
They lost their damn mind, you know.
They lost the plot for sure. Holy fuck.
You know what? Power corrupts, and we all know it. We see it all the time. Hell, it's literally the basis of this city. I mean, for fuck's sake, Lang became mayor and started a fake space program so he could like embezzle like something like $300 million from the state account.
True.
The rocket did. That thing never did take off.
Nope, surprising. It did blow up though. Yeah. So basically, this was filed indicating that Siobhan knew that something was happening, that they've granted themselves extenuous police, whatever the thing is, being
Chat,
commissioner and deputized
juicy.
and emergency powers, blah, blah, blah. And he's allowing Mayor Thoroughbred to continue to utilize PCP 2.0 as he intends is something we cannot allow. And yeah, that's what he says. I've also heard word that 2 more sets of impeachments might come down the line. We don't know 100%, but articles of impeachment might get filed against Murphy and might get filed against Crane.
Yeah, I heard
please,
Crane
bro.
and I heard Murphy. The guy Nino Chavez is going after him.
I think Murphy's will fall flat.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I think there's justification for Murphy's.
How?
It's all about dereliction of duty. And basically since the council terrorism attack, Murphy hasn't done anything and has actively avoided going out or talking to people. He's sitting scared in certain locations and
But he
has
is
been
doing it now.
No, I know he is doing it now, but I think the articles of impeachment would be like, hey, you're not doing your fucking job. It sounds like a lot of bitching from the lawyers,
Okay.
but a lot of them, I mean, if the lawyers aren't happy and you're the head of bar, I can absolutely see why they might want to impeach him.
Well, he is acting on shit now, so maybe that'll help his image a bit. But I mean,
Yeah,
the main ones
the problem
I hope
is
to get
that-
impeached are Crane and the mayors. Of course, I say
Yeah.
mayors because we both
Yeah.
know there's more than one.
Well, let's be honest, Siobhan has his entire, body held by his balls since she's written almost
he bitch
every
made. He'd do
piece of
anything for her.
legislation. Yeah. Fuck it.
What will be interesting, right, is standard procedure as they've declared it to be, is if you are impeached, you are suspended pending investigation. As I was.
That's you?
Right? Yeah, I mean, I've still
Yeah,
not
so
been
they should
informed
be
of it,
removed
but-
immediately, right?
Right. So logic would dictate they would both of them become suspended. If they do not suspend
Sure.
themselves, you've got an argument then to impeach them again for corruption.
Well, I mean, Solomon, surely they'll live up to their own rules, right?
Oh, surely there's no hypocrisy at play here.
Yeah. Apparently, there's also been some issues with transparency.
That is true. 'Cause
Act.
remember when they were investigating Murphy? Murphy was debarred. He couldn't be a judge. Remember when X
Solomon
put that
was
gun on him?
impeached without being
Yeah.
impeached, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
not been impeached yet. I've been suspended.
You've been
pending
suspended.
impeachment. Yeah.
But
Due
he got
to
fired,
dereliction
removed
of
all this
duty.
Shit. Yeah,
While I was in a coma.
Yeah.
that's crazy. You got suspended in a coma.
Solomon,
Make
bring up
sense.
what you were talking about earlier with the whole ADMC thing.
Right. So earlier today, I had a meeting with Coyote, who I've been told by numerous people is apparently like the investigator in the police department. Right.
Coyote?
Coyote. Yeah.
How?
How
That
what?
dude fucking sucks at his job.
Yeah, I would agree with you, but he is the guy that I keep getting told is like he's the whiz kid, he's the investigator, he's the super.
The whiz kid.
Yeah. Anyway.
Jesus Christ, man.
Doesn't mean he's
Anyways.
any good at his job. You can be
No.
a super detective and still be shitty.
Yeah. Anyway, so I met with him to get to the bottom of a few things, right? Because I knew he'd want to ask me some questions, but it would give me an opportunity to ask him some. Because I've been convinced from day one that the whole me being shot and then immediately found by the mayor stank. Because why was the mayor up in Sandy, and how was he so close that within 60 seconds of me being shot, he's there at my body?
Mhm.
That didn't make sense to me. It also doesn't. Yeah, the first responders to me being shot in the middle of nowhere in Sandy was
Oh.
Siobhan and Max.
They had him fucked up, Tux.
Yo.
Obviously, he doesn't have any solid proof on that, but you know, proof's in the pudding.
It's a weird coincidence. The next weird
Yeah.
coincidence is the fact that there's been no charges or warrant or seemingly investigation into who did it.
They don't
Despite
fuck
the
with
fact
you,
that-
little bro.
I mean, obviously not. But Coyote said to my face he's 99% sure he knows who did it. Which I said, okay, so you can do anything with it or not? And he went, well, and then kind of skimmed past the question. Obviously, he asked me if I knew who did it. I said, I haven't got a fucking clue. I was shot in the head. I've got memory loss, you know. However, a huge amount of his questioning to me during the hour plus we were talking was specifically centered around the ADMC, my relation to the ADMC. But he started the whole conversation with, I know you were in the ADMC. Now, there's no way on God's green earth a police officer is
What the
making a
fuck am I
statement
doing?
like, I know you were in a gang/motorcycle club, unless they've got unarguable evidence. And the only evidence I can think of that
I
an
missed
officer
you.
would have to be that confident is someone from within the
Yo,
organization
focus,
has
man.
told him. So you
They
bear
could
in
have had a
mind-
fucking rat in the ADMC too. You never know.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of coincidences, isn't it? ADMC
They could, but he
shoot me
may-
in the head. Mayor
Yeah.
Max is the first on scene. There's no investigation into that attempted murder. Police are confident I was in ADMC. It all points to that at least one member has cooperated with the police at some point.
Mm-hmm. A bunch
Who
of
do you think
fucking
it is?
rats.
A lot of times they just assume shit too. I'm gonna be honest. It could be
Yeah,
one
they
little
do
thing, like,
assume.
oh yeah.
They
Yeah,
could, but then you've also got to factor in that two members of ADMC since then have taken efforts to make my life difficult,
Okay.
shall we say. So I've spoken
You know, it's
to,
crazy that they're so pissed at you to begin with.
yeah, I mean, you'd think they'd
You'd
piss
think
me
they
off at some
go
point,
after the
but-
people that fucking killed TJ rather than, you know,
I told him, like,
the
listen, Solomon had
bystanders.
nothing to do with TJ getting killed.
Yeah.
Bro, they literally called everybody out that didn't die, that didn't get shot down as people that
Yeah.
were.
The fact that it
working
matters
with
that
us.
they had to point this finger at somebody, and that's why they went at.
Vinny?
Vinny, you're very quiet, mate.
I said they had to point the finger at somebody, so they pointed it at you. As simple as that.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
Yeah.
to a degree, I get
They're
it to a
also
degree.
still looking to get me because it seems like Faye Flowers
Yeah, my
is
first
still
story. I
fucking
already did.
pissed
No, 4:30. I
and
gotta
thinks
let him
I'm
out. 5 o'clock. I
involved.
gotta feed him. So then
What's the next
5:15. I gotta
step
take
with
him for a
Murphy's,
walk.
shit here?
I mean, right now it's pending judicial review. There's going to be a panel. It'll probably go pretty quick, just because of the fact that this impeachment of an active mayor. But I mean, my experience tells me it'll be at least 2 weeks before anything hits.
But why are they not suspended like Solomon got suspended instantly when he was in a fucking coma?
I have no idea, and I don't really know
They
how
should,
that
and
works in the DOJ because this is unprecedented.
Who can we talk
deputy
to?
mayor now?
Nobody.
Yeah, because the one person you could talk to, Crane, is someone obviously you don't trust.
You should tell Murphy to put an article
You know,
against Crane so he has to step down too.
Who? So hold on. There was business legislation passed yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was approved by. It has to be approved by Crane, right?
Well, it said enacted
the
by
business
Crane.
legislation fucking
Yeah.
sucks. Did you guys read it? Like,
Oh, yeah.
me and you talked about it, right, Ursula? It's so
Yeah, we talked
vague
about
and
it
it's just
yesterday.
like,
Can you give me
It's fucking
a
stupid.
rundown of it? I've not had a chance to
Bro,
Yeah,
it's so
okay.
dumb.
overcomplicating shit for no reason.
It's basically
let me-
you don't
let me
ever
pull
own
it
a
up.
business. The state owns it with you.
That's
They
why.
can search it. They
That,
can
so
search
Yeah.
it whenever they want.
Yes,
Hold on,
this-
wait.
State
They
own
can
the
search
business?
it. They can search it whenever they want.
Yeah.
There's different classes. There's tier 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Tier 1, you could be a felon, and felons can work there, but it's limited to very, very few things. Tier 2, you can't be a felon, and Tier 3, nobody can be a felon involved with the business whatsoever.
Okay, let me go through it because I do actually have the documentation right here.
But hold on, before you
Okay.
start that, literally
Yeah.
in this docket, it says the mayor and chief of staff have also abused the public trust regarding the approval of business licenses on repeated occasions. Murphy also put that in the docket.
Yeah, because he was present when apparently apparently the fucking mayor called someone and threatened to not approve their business unless they gave him a heart.
Oh, he called me. I had
What?
to go to the fucking PD, get on my knees and beg. And then
Jesus Christ.
He still didn't do it.
Yeah. So the interesting points of this business legislation, it's mostly typical. You'll pay $50,000, blah, blah, blah.
Gavin, we're
All
fucked,
business
bro.
stash locations are and will
Yeah, I
be
already
known
did
by
that. I already
law
did 4:30.
enforcement.
I already did the.
These are
I already
subject
let
to
him out to
legal
pee.
random search by them.
It's just weird to me. They always want to be so fucking in people's shit
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of letting people flourish their businesses. And then if something comes up, well, then the cops do a proper investigation. It's the weirdest fucking shit ever, man. They have to have their nose in everything.
It's almost like they're
Why the
control
fuck
freaks, bro.
Yeah,
would
it's
that
like they're a
be-
cult.
No.
Why the fuck is that even
This is
passed?
just about
How
business
does
approval.
Crane read that?
No,
Like,
no,
okay, yeah, random
okay.
searches and
I
seizures
think
and shit.
there's
in
nothing
their
on there about
mind, they want
businesses
like this
being
utopia
financially
where
audited at all?
No, not that I saw.
So I think they're actually
let me
just
check.
fucking dumb as shit.
Listen, when I was going for the mechanic shop, they literally told me, dabs out of Dab's mouth, do you really want a business license where the state could come and check on your building? If they feel like it's not up to code, they could shut it down and take it from you. I
the
said,
cops
excuse
can just
me?
Show up and they're like, oh, all right, I'm gonna search this shit.
Yeah, then they also, if you get caught with a felony, I don't know if it's like that anymore, but you have to find somebody within 2 weeks that has the same business approval that has already been pre-approved to take it over, or the state rips it from you also.
I don't know why they're trying to micromanage everybody.
It's bad.
It's
It's
actually
terrible.
crazy.
That's how they've been from the start. That's how this council
So-
They
and
want their
Crane have been
utopia,
from the
dude.
start.
Okay, so to give you an idea of the businesses, so tier 1, owner and workers can be felons or clean, either way. Is service provider, which is like mechanics or taxi, distributors, which is like delivery and shipping, retailers or merchants, which is restaurants, pawn shops, car sales, consultant or contractors, like advice or event planning. Tier 2 business types have to have a clean owner.
I wished he
but
pissed on
the
your leg
employees
in
can
defines
be felon
would
or
have made you
clean,
smell
which
better.
is manufacturer.
But then when I tell you gotta pay
um,
taxes, you run away
materials
like a little
into
fucking
goods,
twat that you are.
or wholesaler,
fucking fat
folks selling
Irish
to other
fuck.
vendors. And then tier 3 business types are, which has to be fully clean no matter what, supplier, which says raw materials, food, and labor. Food, I assume they mean like farming. Like if you're a farming business and want to sell your farming goods, I don't know. And then producer, which has literally no examples next to it because they want to basically say a producer can be anything.
Well, I don't understand why they're trying to be the judge, jury, and executioner. Like, if they want to have people get like inspections and shit, then hire outside group
Rami.
to be like
They've
an
been
inspector.
passing
You know what I mean?
laws like this from the start, man. That's
Yeah.
why there is no
They're
business. That's why
psychopaths.
They don't
want
want
control over
anything
everything.
happening unless they have control or insight, because in their mind they think they know what's best and all this shit. They think everyone else is fucking dumb and they're
Yep.
so smart and they can, control everything. And if they don't have that control, they're just not gonna let it happen.
I think it's even worse than that. I think if you think about like who Dab was supposedly a long time ago, I think he's just trying to leave like this crazy legacy by controlling the entire city. I think it's the one big like egotistical.
Oh yeah,
like,
he don't give a fuck about the
suck
city.
off. How does
And
it go
apparently
from
He's
hating
convinced
the
he'll be
police
commissioner
to, like,
after.
Now they're under him, you know?
Bro, this is worse than Cerberus owning everything. What the fuck is this?
You ain't wrong. This makes Cerberus look like a bunch of fucking saints.
But
Right?
this makes Cerberus look like a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Who thought there'd be the day when we all go, oh, I wish it was Cerberus?
Yup.
You know what I mean? Anything
It's
better than
fucking
this.
bad.
Because Cerberus actually did shit within like. The worst thing they did was have like their own department, but it was still a legit department.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
they
the
had
fuck did they-
It was
Cerberus
still under
PD.
Soze. It was like under Soze and the commissioner.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
still a police department. They just funneled
This is
money into
crazy.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than that, any more juice out there? I really want to get this first temple guy too, Ursula, if you ever see him.
Okay, he is complete opposite hours. The only time I'm ever able to talk to him is basically during the other storm. And when
I'm
he
getting
is
Simone
awake,
flashbacks.
Jesus.
I'm gonna
Yes.
send my UK folks after him.
yeah, you might have to. He is somebody that is always in disguise, always. So that's the biggest problem about finding him. And personally, like, he's usable on a lot of
The
levels.
corruption
so
makes Venezuelan
I don't know.
politicians look like straight shooters.
I want to just dig into the info he has.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think he's
Gavin,
suspects
dude.
something. I don't know.
Anyone who supports or is involved with Siobhan and Gab are fucking dead to me.
Yeah.
I'll put it simple as that. He works with them. He's their little fucking spy.
Chat, literally
Or he's
nothing makes
fucking dead to
sense.
me.
Oh, Ursula, or were you aware of a phone call that Cantor had with Siobhan about passing like some legislation that's against our group or some shit like that?
That's what
Yeah,
she
I
was
think
talking
that's
about
the
before.
FU Act. Yeah.
What is that again?
The FU Act.
It's the one where felons literally can't live their life.
I don't know what's in it. I'm trying to get Murphy to get me a copy of it so I can evaluate it.
Solomon,
and get...
were you the one that told me about the Cheng Gang shit, about Wu Cheng?
Yeah.
Murphy
Yeah.
said it was the final straw from Ursula.
Yeah, I'm not
You did-
surprised.
so what were they going to cut our hands off for? Just because?
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
Wait, what?
The FU
Oh,
Act.
Murphy said that in the FU Act, there's got like some crazy ass shit like cutting people's hands off and stuff like that.
Bro,
I don't
like
know. It's hearsay. I don't know until I actually get it in front of me, or
a
if it
third
gets
world
up on the
country. Like,
docket.
what's going on here?
I don't know. Yeah, the thing I told Vinny earlier, by the way, was I was told by someone earlier today who used to be very close to Max and Siobhan, but in a similar way to Murphy, something's happened, and
You're gonna love this one, Kay.
Who is it?
This cannot leave this room because they've been feeding me information for the last few weeks.
Cornwood?
No, not Corman. No, Damien Tinkerman.
Oh, I didn't know that. Damien was okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know why. Damien saw who they really were on Friday. Tunks was there. He knows what I'm talking about.
I'll be honest with you, mate. He's been passing me
After
info
that,
since before
Damien
that.
came up to me and said, "Nah, Kay, fuck that." After that, I'm leaving the DOJ. I don't want to be involved with that shit.
Damn.
And he kept his word.
Yeah, but listen what Max said about fucking Wu Cheng.
Right, so this is something that Max apparently said either within earshot of Damien or Damien was told after the fact. But Max was saying that he was going to re-put in the application for the Wu Chang business license and change the owner to himself and then approve it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. That's him just yapping because Dab, you know, he ain't smart. He just ain't smart.
Yeah, that's
And
why he has
when he called me to
Siobhan
go
writing
down on my
everything.
knees, I knew he was not going to give me that shit. And I knew when I did it, he going to have a fucking panic attack. Because he didn't know what the fuck to do.
So you did what he said, and then he just still flipped. Nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
He seems threatened by anybody that questions authority.
So, while I haven't seen it, I can guess if it's a fuck you to felons, it's going to be you can't vote, you can't own businesses, you can't own buildings, you can't own anything. You probably
Can
have
you
to like
breathe?
give your cars to them. Yeah, you probably
Yeah,
can't
what the
even
fuck
breathe.
is this? Do we want to chip in my brain too while we're at it? Like, what's going on here?
Give him ideas,
Yeah.
mate. Don't
Dude,
give
like
him ideas.
Minority Report, dude.
Bro, what is this state
literally.
we fucking live in?
Fucking
Like,
iRobot over here, bro. What's going on?
like legit, what is this fucking state we live in? Like, I don't
Why
get
are you
it.
not- why are you not doing sanitation and like all the civilian stuff, dude?
Let's
What
load
the
up
heck?
Group
Yeah.
6, baby.
Literally.
Chat,
Yeah,
what
you know,
the
actually,
fuck
it's
is
kinda funny,
this?
There was something we did, yeah.
What is
Remember,
this?
Dundee yesterday? Like they did a chop job, and there was like 15 cops on the chop job. That's what.
Yeah.
That's the result of Max right there. They're all fucking bored. Don't have anything to
Zolo's
do.
car was illegally parked. They were trying to tow it. He said, fuck that, and he left. Peanut was trying to help him, and then just got killed by the cops. Zolo
Great,
too.
great.
Over illegally parked.
Bro, isn't
They,
this...
he was illegally
Hold
parked.
on.
They tried to search his car. That's what it was.
Let me ask a question. How given their brain thought and brain process, how can somebody rehabilitate or reform if you're a criminal and you
No.
can't
If
go
you were there
legit?
for the convo, they don't believe in that.
No, that's what
There's
I'm
no
saying. Like,
rehabilitation.
I
you
thought
can't
like
go legit.
Communism,
then?
this
Like, I
puts
don't
no,
know.
Chinese
no,
work camps
no,
to
they
shame.
don't believe-
Yeah.
Fucking Gavin.
What the fuck?
Murphy,
Hold on, Solomon, you know the legal shit. Isn't this like a human rights violation, like against all the fucking civilians, like all the people in the city?
Rami, I brought that exact point up. They don't believe in rehabilitation.
What the
ultimately,
fuck?
that would come down to our constitution, which I believe is being questioned as well right now.
Great.
Bro, new
Great.
legislation this Saturday. Your firstborn child must be drafted into the Mission Row
I
Police
was like,
Department.
why are you gonna take every right away from felons? We can't have businesses, this, that, and the third, because they're felons? Isn't the point of jail to rehabilitate them and send them back into society to be useful?
He doesn't. He doesn't believe it.
This
He doesn't
is the
believe it.
same-
Yeah,
this
he's
is
a
the
fucking
same
terrorist that
council
now is now a
signed
mayor.
off on public execution in prison.
The thing is,
Yeah.
there's no point. To
Yeah,
sit here
Gavin
and,
has
like,
me
try to think
fucking
of it
dead right now,
logically,
bro.
because it isn't
There is no
logical.
logic. Yep.
It's all hatred towards us. So all the decisions are based off that, and they make it seem logical in their own brain. But when they say it, you're like, wait, that goes against everything you just said 5 minutes ago, and then they don't know what the fuck they're even talking about. They too far gone for us to sit here and be like, why are they doing this, that, and third? The answer's just simple. It's right there in front of your face.
Meanwhile, they're
So
ordering
now-
hits from you guys to on other people.
Oh, bro, that first
Yeah,
round of council
gotcha.
people. Yep.
What a coincidence.
Bro, I had a meeting with him in the military base when he first became a mayor, and he wanted us to assassinate all the other council members.
I believe it.
Their time
This
is
state
coming to
doesn't
an end.
believe in jail for
With all
rehabilitation.
this heat,
They
I think
believe
this is
in
the
jail
end.
for re-education.
And when they
Don't
lose
like
the
it?
position, they have
Beatings will continue until morale
yeah.
improves.
Well, the thing is, apparently Max is pushing, or at least thinks that after he's done with mayor, he'll continue to be commissioner. It's that maybe the state might appoint him that way, but
Oh man.
like my biggest issue.
Chad, is this a
honestly, when it
video
comes
game
down to it,
anymore,
is if you
Chad?
think about it, they've completely fucked
Chad,
the
is this
entire
legit a
economy in
video
the
game
city.
anymore? Like,
100%.
I don't know.
Cops
Like,
earning $3,500
City's
an hour.
fucked.
There are cops
Still
right now
earning
who
that,
are
or was that
millionaire.
been-
They're still earning it.
Fuck
No,
off.
they're still earning. Yep.
Yeah, they're becoming millionaires.
this is
Shit's
worse
fucked,
than
bro.
real life.
Which
What do you
I don't
mean?
mind if people become millionaires, but I don't think that like
This is worse than
that's
real life.
inflating the economy too high, too fast, and it's going to burst again.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what
the
is-
cops shouldn't be the millionaires.
Like, what is he trying to be? Like, fucking, like, the puppet
They already
master?
have.
Like,
Their
I
fucking
don't
ratings
get
are already
it.
$10, bro. Like,
All right, so I'm gonna talk to Murphy when he's around later.
Same. I want to talk to him.
this is crazy.
Other than that, keep your eyes and ears open. Ursula.
Yeah.
Start trying to tap some phone calls around the PD.
Slick, I don't want to see that shit,
Yeah,
Slick.
yeah, I'm already planning on it.
I'm working on getting my shit up there a little bit. You know, the guy's about to give me some cameras, so
Got it. Just don't get a felony, or he'll slap you back down.
It's
yeah,
not much though. It's only a little bit.
yeah. I heard it's not
Oh.
as much anymore, so
Yeah, and it's
It's
very
an-
easy to get
as
back
long
up
as you
again.
ain't going to jail all the fucking time, you should be alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I was
clowns down bad.
I was
Yeah,
told
clowns
by
sticking.
I was told by Hydra that the whole hideout app shit. If you go to jail, all your fucking like all your progress goes to shit. Overall, as a gang,
The
whoever's
fuck?
on that app.
Oh, we gotta go.
we just got
That's what I
fucked.
want to do. Head over there and log it on and just see what's up.
We don't even have a. What are you talking? We don't even have a
So we-
fucking turf.
So we
Yeah,
just
but I
got
wanna
fucked.
Open it.
You guys not have a
Am I
turf yet?
wrong? Isn't this
don't
a
ask
game
questions, bro.
movement?
Yeah,
Sorry,
please.
Alright.
sorry.
GTA
Sorry.
Touch
Keep
this
us
subject.
is 2
updated,
years
and,
out.
We'll be in
Sheesh.
touch then, boys.
Mm-hmm.
And guys.